You know one thing about the BCSN Nation podcast, you know we love TAACtion. Game of the week brought to you by 𝗦𝗫𝘶 in Oregon, Toledo Christian, and Emmanuel. I just talked about it for student section of the week. I'm not done talking about it. Friday, 7:15 p.m. on the community channel because the Walleye are in town, because Game Day Nation is rolling around, and the BCSN Plus app. Carter Kester, the only player in the area averaging a double-double, 26 and 10 as of last week. That's maybe gone up a little bit. He dropped 35 last week against Northwood. A big matchup for both of these teams. Dion.
I'm going to be honest with you. I watched Emmanuel against Maumee Valley last week, and they're a different team without Nate Miles.
Yep. Yes, unsurprisingly so.
He is to Emmanuel what Carter is to Toledo Christian.
Oh, yeah, without question.
So, you take a player of that caliber out of the lineup, I just don't see him getting it done. I mean, hey, stranger things have happened, but right now, the way Carter is playing, I just don't see it happening.
A lot of things to break down in this one. So
Sure.
This is two of the top four teams in the TAAC right now. If you look at the standings, Ottawa Hills is 5-1, TC's 4-1, Maumee Valley Country Day 3-2, EC 3-2. So this game 100% matters when it comes to chasing that title. And you got Ottawa Hills, Maumee Valley Country Day, and TC all in the same Division 6 district. So only one team's coming out of that district, and it's basically a little mini TAAC tournament once you get into it, sprinkled in with some other teams. But in talking to Coach Tyler Boris and Coach 𝗦𝗫𝘶 in this one, both of them brought up winning the rebounding battle as far as keys to the game.
Yeah.
Boris said that TC's got to limit turnovers. Kester and Silas got to get their points, and then they need about 8 to 14 points between the other 4 of their top 6 players. So I thought that was kind of interesting. They can specify the amount of points that they would need to get over the hump and get a victory against a TAAC rival. And then Coach Harris said, win the rebounding battle, limit Kester. You know, he's a great player. You know, he's going to get some points, but you got to limit him and kind of make him work for everything.
Sure.
Execute in the half court. Play together for 4 quarters. I'm thinking, I'm in reading between the lines with Coach Harris that maybe that has not been the case with his team throughout the season. And then the young guys got to step up. Trombley, Mr. Hester, 𝗬𝗍𝗍 Martin, all those guys got to they got to earn their stripes here at the varsity level, even though they're young.
Yeah, that's a big thing, right? Trombley and Mr. having to step up into a giant hole left by Nate Miles' inability to play due to OHSA restriction, right?
This is what's good about not having a shot clock, okay? You can win a game like this.
Hey, yeah.
Because, you can kind of hang on to the ball a little bit. I think if I'm Emmanuel, I make them defend. I take my time. And we want to keep this score low. And I think if they do that, that's their only opportunity to win this.
That's the other thing. Watching TC play, the addition of Silas Mickle starting to fill in some buckets, the hole left behind by all those guys that graduated, Hessen, Gaston, and the sort, right? Carter Kester's filling part of that, but there's been games where you got to have somebody else fill the role, and Silas Mickle stepping into that has helped him a ton, taking a little bit of pressure off or giving him somebody to kick to reliably to hit the bucket.
You got a player of the year. I mean, let's be honest. Carter Kester right now,
26 and 10.
He's the player of the year in that conference. And it's good that because he commands so much attention.
Yeah.
And now those other guys, they get good looks. And that's all you ask for, knock down the easy looks.
Yeah, I think all those guys, the top flight guys in each of those teams are kind of trying to prove something. And Carter Kester proved it on the football field. Last time we talked to him in regards to our top recruit segment, he kind of has some potential options, not necessarily big-time Division I programs for football or basketball, but the chance to play one of those sports at a college at any level just speaks for itself. I mean, that's tremendous athleticism, and I say it all the time, multi-sport athletes and the benefits of that. But, he's definitely one to watch. And like Dion alluded to at the top of this topic, when you don't have your star player, Emmanuel Christian, it's a severe drop-off in many cases. And you don't just flip a switch and, okay, I can now be the man or I can be one of the top 2 guys. You got to absorb it and you got to grow and learn into that role. It's not like Coach Harris can just say, okay, tap you on the shoulder. You're the guy. Go give me 21.
You're Nate Miles now. Check out how this TAACtion shakes out, 7:15 on the community channel. We'll be talking about it plenty on Game Day Nation. I'm sure of it.